Charlie Kirk's death shocked the nation, not only because he was murdered in public while speaking to college students, but because of what came next. Instead of universal outrage, the internet lit up with jokes, memes, and celebrations. This wasn't about one man, it exposed something much darker, beneath society's surface. Charlie Kirk's murder was more than a headline, it was a mirror. It showed how political violence has become normalized and even celebrated. His death exposed a system built on manipulation, distraction, and division. This isn't about Charlie Kirk the person, it's about what his death revealed, a playbook that radicalizes ordinary people and feeds off outrage, the biggest scam in history. Political violence has become normalized. We've reached a point where political murder becomes just another headline, scrolling past it like a sports score, or even cheering. Charlie Kirk's death was celebrated online by people seeing him as an enemy, not a human. History shows the pattern. When debate dies and violence takes its place, societies collapse. This isn't left versus right, it's a system that profits from our hate. The distraction machine. If you turn on cable news or scroll social media, you're shown the loudest, most extreme voices from the other side. Not your neighbor, not your coworker. The media selects the most outrageous clips to make. You believe the worst about people who disagree with you. This is not an accident. It's textbook psychological operations, what military manuals call SCOPs. First, isolate a target audience, then pump them full of outrage and fear. Create an us versus them identity. Once locked into tribal thinking, people will believe any lie about the other side. They'll excuse violence, they'll cheer suffering. That is how you radicalize a country without firing a single shot. That is how you get ordinary, decent people laughing at a murder on the internet. The cult formula. Radicalization doesn't happen overnight. It follows a formula used in cults and extremist movements. Step 1. Isolation. Stop interacting with people who think differently. Don't befriend them. Don't date them. Don't work with them. Cut them out of your life. Step 2. Echo chambers. Algorithms show you only opinions like your own, recycling outrage over and over like distilled moonshine. The rage becomes concentrated. Step 3. Tribal scripts. Your side is righteous. The other side is evil. Every issue becomes a holy war. Righteous superiority plus outrage equals moral justification for hatred and even violence. This is true radicalization, and it's happening on both sides of the imaginary aisle. Division is engineered, not accidental. This division isn't accidental, it's deliberate. It's designed to keep you angry and distracted while the real powers who profit stay untouched. You have more in common with someone who voted differently than with a billionaire or media mogul. But you're shown only extremes to keep you loyal and outraged. This is the scam, and Charlie Kirk's death exposed it. Assassination as suppression of ideas. Assassinations are rarely about stopping an evil person. They're about stopping ideas. You don't kill someone because their argument is weak, you kill them because their words are working on people. Martin Luther King Jr. was not murdered because he was irrelevant. He was murdered because his vision of unity and equality was gaining traction. President John F. Kennedy was not killed because he had no power. He was killed as he began challenging the dark systems controlling war and secrecy. History is clear. When debate dies, when intimidation and violence replace open conversation, society walks into a trap. Ideas that require censorship or blood to survive are always poison. The media's role in the scam. For decades, the press was supposed to be our watchdog, holding power accountable, informing the public. But today's media behaves more like a casino or a circus tent, churning out outrage for profit. Outrage sells better than facts. So instead of reality, you're shown a curated nightmare reel of the worst of the other side. The goal isn't to inform you, it's to keep you hooked and angry. And while you're distracted, the real players, the entrenched elite who bankroll both parties, keep winning. They're the ones writing the rules, cashing the checks, and staying untouchable. What ordinary people really want. Strip away the slogans and hashtags. What do regular people, your neighbors, even those who vote differently, really want? They want their kids safe, a roof that doesn't leak, food in the fridge, a job that doesn't crush their soul, and honesty from the people who claim to represent them. This is the one thing media will never show you, your common ground. Because the moment you realize how much you share with people across the aisle, the whole scam collapses. The real enemy. Your neighbor isn't the enemy, and neither is your uncle posting memes. The real enemy is entrenched. Power, corporate, political, and media forces that profit from chaos. Division is their easiest tool, and the battlefield is now our screens. The moment you realize you're being played, the game ends. Sanity is rebellion. It means refusing to hate, refusing to cheer for violence, and choosing to see people Before politics, violence kills democracy, sanity brings it back, breaking the spell. The scam survives on clicks, anger, and outrage. Stop feeding it, and it dies. Look at your neighbors, coworkers, and parents at your kids' school. They don't match the angry clips online. They're just like you, tired, worried, and human. So here's the pledge. I won't let screens tell me who my neighbor is. I won't accept violence as normal. I will choose sanity, unity, and humanity before politics. Most people are sane. The online hate is mostly fake. Charlie Kirk's death showed how far hate can go, but also how to stop it. Don't buy into division. You're not two tribes, you're one people. Once you see that, the scam starts to fall apart. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's next. And drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.